When I was with Harry now testifying, one thing that he said it's better to prosecute a criminal than to defend a criminal, and I agree with him.
Oh my goodness, what? The internet never forgets. Look at what I found, Mzansi. Look at this. This answers everything. This explains what is going on in Judge Ratta's courtroom. This explains why CHRIS Mangena, the ballistic expert, I'm not an expert, but I'm an analyst. Ooh. Now, let me tell you something. First thing, for my efforts finding this video, you know what? There's that super thanks button right there, okay? Because he drops a lot of nuggets. First of all, remember when Mshololo asked him, when did he complete his policing diploma, national diploma? When did he do that? That was in 2010. You kind of hear what happened, how he got into the ballistics expert laboratory in Donny. Oh my goodness, I can't find my words because this video shocked the living daylights out of me. He also shows us how he actually does his testing, but you hear it. And there's one thing they always say: it's better to believe someone. Always believe someone when they tell you something the first time, okay? When somebody tells you who they are, believe them, okay? He said, and I quote, "It is better to prosecute a criminal than to defend a criminal." Now we know. There's about 3 Ngabis over there in the courtroom, guilty, charged, sentenced. So they are criminals. I understand that. But are they the criminals in the Senzo crime? So Mangena is saying once a criminal, always a criminal? Or is he saying paint a criminal with the same paintbrush? They did it anyway. So I'm going to go to the Cleveland police station, pick up the gun with no indemnity forms, as Ngomezulu tried to figure out on what authority are you traveling around with the gun. If you're stopped at a roadblock, you will be arrested. And he said, no, I will not. I will tell them I am CHRIS Mangena, ballistic expert in Dundani. Okay, now, you know what? Let's go into it. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary because guningi, okay, guningi. But before you like that video, okay, let's get into it.
CHRIS Mangena was the first black person to join the police ballistics department.
Yeah, but then all the analysts were white people. There were no black analysts by then. So when they were going out to crime scenes, I was asking them, what are you doing in the crime scene? That's why I developed the interest in the field. Before the end of the year, in 94, I went to one of the colonels, Colonel Fesser, and I asked him, Colonel, is it possible for me to join this section to work with you?
You know what? I will give him an A for effort, okay? A for effort because, yes, he went out. Okay, he's a go-getter. He's a, what are you doing and how can I get into this department? And I am the first black forensic ballistic expert. That is what he should have led with in the court, okay? He would have won us. He would have won us. The only problem is he was the first black forensic expert. And I'm guessing in an all-white laboratory. Do you see where I'm going with this? And the goal back then, okay, I'm talking pre-GNU, pre-everything, okay, pre-Free Mandela. The goal there. My mind is blown. This video answers every question we had this week, these last 2 weeks, of why is this man doing this? I believe with his expertise, he could have gone far. I've said that in a previous video, because we see how Umlungu okay, has his own private laboratory. So is there a demand for the skill sets that they have? Absolutely. Okay. And there's so many Ngabis, there's so much taxi violence, there's so much police on police corruption, police on public corruption. I could go on. The list is endless. But the key takeaway here is that he was the first ballistic expert. He knows the tricks of the trade. This is why he was so confident to tell us he went to Cleveland to collect the gun. Not only that, man, I have a lot I want to say. There's a lot I want to say. Maybe I'll put this video in my private members section, okay, so I can speak freely with the people. But you know what? The people also deserve to see this. This deserves to be a public video, because what do you mean you're the first black ballistic expert and this is what you present at the Senzo trial where we can't see the striations? There's no match. It is inconclusive. Is he? Ooh, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Okay. Let me say this. Is he the one who orchestrated the whole 5 accused Dundunis? He's the one who had to measure them. You know what? Let me leave that. Let me leave that. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it in a separate video. But here, this video, you've got to see Mangena.
In his analysis.
If it's a close range, we'll see this around, so you know that how close was the firearm from his wound, the bullet entrance wound.
Mangena was headlining the news in March when he testified at the Oscar Pistorius murder trial. He carried out tests to establish the sequence of the bullets that hit Reeva Steenkamp's body. And it was Mangena who confirmed that Pistorius was on his stumps when he opened fire. This contradicted the state's initial theory that he'd been on his prosthetic legs at the time.
Take a look at me now. Whoa! That is CHRIS Mangena. Do you see he has a whole judge standing by his door demonstration Dundoni that he brought to the courthouse? What does he bring to the Senzo Traial courthouse? A piece of paper. A piece of paper, and calls it a chart. That's the budget. That's the budget, ladies and gentlemen. We know this case has got budgeting issues because we saw how legal aid pulled the budget and said, no way, Mlungu, out of the courtroom. We're not paying you, okay? You're only there for accused number 3. What is common purpose? Yes, we're legal aid, but we do not care. Mangena did all that in the Oscar Pistorius trial. And I know some of you think that was an easy trial. It was so easy that he did all that. And this one, this complex trial, he's failing to demonstrate to us. Where are the striers? Okay, where are the striations? Where is the fancy spray? Where you show the bullet and the trajectory and the disappearing Dundoni cartridge. The cartridge that was never found. The bullet that suddenly was in the bulletproof glasses. Do you see where I'm going with this? Is he skilled? Is he skilled to create? Yes, he's the first black person, and he worked with the Mlungus, the OG Mlungus. And you know how the OG Mlungus were. The OG Mlungus were, we want every Muntu, okay, behind bars, okay? Those are the original Mlungus. And he was the first black person to join the team. And this is his legacy. This is his reputation. There's so much he could have done with that. I'm the first black. There could have been books written about him. A lot. I could have done an interview of him. A lot. But you know what? Let's keep going, because you know there's more.
How has your life changed since the Oscar Pistorius trial?
Ever since I testified in the case, I would say I took more than 300 photos with different people where everyone wants to take a picture with me. Some of them want me to come and visit them, and I don't want to do that. I just want my privacy. I want my life back.
There he is testifying, and he's built his reputation since then. I mean, he's been flown to the Congo. There is Messiah. Do you see him? There he is with his camera. I mean, the court needs to look through the camera footages, and because there's a lot, okay, there's a lot of camera footage. The court must look through that to see what was discovered. Or has the camera footages been destroyed? But they must verify with the media houses. They must go to the media houses, the archives. I think this is something the defense should do, actually. The court is not going to go out and prove their case wrong and prove that Mangena had the cartridges, maybe, allegedly, possibly. You know what? Let me stay above board.
In this process, we are retrieving the serial number of the firearm that has been removed. Now it's the hashing process of the serial. What it is, the serial number has been fired off, but now we're going to look for it to check if we can retrieve where the serial number was and what serial number was it on this file.
He spray paints it. Finally, he sprinkles a special chemical which temporarily reveals the gun's serial number. This building is one of only 2 SAPS forensic departments. It serves 5 provinces, including Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Limpopo, Free State, and the Northwest. But despite the heavy workload and long hours, Mangena can't see himself doing anything else.
It is better to prosecute a criminal than to defend a criminal. Somebody tell the defense team, okay? Somebody tell the defense team they chose the wrong profession, according to Mangena. Now you wonder why he was not as cooperative with the defense as he was with the state. Somebody left a comment and said, "I don't understand. Why are the witnesses taking sides?" That's a fantastic question. Why don't they just go there and answer questions and leave it at that? Why are they taking sides? Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're watching this video. It has been released to my members only department, okay? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Your support helps the channel grow, helps keeps the lights on, helps us buy equipment, and keeps me motivated, okay? So just wanted to give you guys a special shout out. I want to read this comment as well. This comment says, "I'm a 66-year-old pensioner, African of Zulu tribe, was a struggle activist during my early student and young adulthood years. If I can be given a chance, I would exchange spaces and places with Ubongani Ndansi. I still have so much to do, and I think he still has much more to do through this experience, but I know that it's just my wild dream." What a selfless comment. This commenter is willing to trade spaces with Ubongani Ndansi, but we have Mr. Ballistic Expert Analyst Ntoni saying it is better to prosecute a criminal than to defend a criminal. Guys, remember that. Remember that as we proceed, because now a lot of things are starting to make a lot of sense. Too bad we found this after he has left the building, okay? But let's go ahead. Please remember to do the things that keep the channel growing. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, share, okay? The video will probably be public. Yeah, I'll probably put this in the comment section. Yeah, I'll put this in the comment section so that I don't confuse the record. Yeah, let me not confuse the record. Did I just say that? I sound like I'm shalala. Let me not confuse the record. That's funny. I'll put a comment because, yeah.
When I was with Harry now testifying, one thing that he said it's better to prosecute a criminal than to defend a criminal, and I agree with him.